my latest about the identification of the setup first before you come into this video, because if you did not see the earlier video about the identification of setup, which I held with my weekly group session, right? Then you wouldn't really get the gist of what I'm trying to present out here right now with my analysis. So do look at my the latest video that I shared. Actually, that video was actually private with my students, but I just think that it's good that I share it with all of you so that you can identify a setup and then give it a try later in the markets this week. Okay, so without further ado, let's just begin. So these are the 10 pairs that I'll be looking at for the upcoming week. So do I see a setup? So every time before I start to trade for the week, I like to know what is the weekly close for last week. What happened last week? Why is that important? Because for the weekly close, one single week, like for instance, this is the weekly close for last week for pound NZD. Okay, I'll just clear off these levels first. Okay, if you see that this weekly close represents the whole universe within this candle. Then from this candle, you will know who is in control of the market initially when the week starts, and then in the end, who is in control of the market. Okay, at the start of the week, like for instance, in this case, right, if you look at candlestick structure, this for pound NZD, price started below here. Okay, below here in this is the closing price, and then what happened that in the starting of the week, price did went down and break out the previous week here. Okay, but then during the last half of the week, the buyers pushed the price up and went back up. But if you look at this, I like to look at candlestick structure. Okay, if you look at this candlestick structure, this is called an inside bar fakie. These two candles in inside bar. Okay, an inside bar in which what is the inside bar? You need two candles. The second candle, as long as the second candle could not close below the previous high and low, is an inside bar. So this one, you see, it went up here, did not reach the high, and the low did not reach the low of this previous bar. So this is an inside bar. So for this one, it make a false break towards the top side. Okay, so inside bar fakie. Okay, and then inside bar fakie, and then last week it went down. So we have another inside bar fakie, but this is an inside bar fakie turned into a bullish engulfing. And if you see, then it makes us, that is where I have my idea now that I want to go long for pound NZD. Because of this bullish engulfing that we are seeing here, because this bullish engulfing signal is telling me that the buyers have come very strong to push this pair up higher for upcoming week, and that will be my range into where is the possible place that the possible point that it may reach for the upcoming week. So it's always before we want to go enter any setup, before we want to make an entry into the market, right? You need to know, first of all, you need to know the direction of the market, where you want to go. Okay, you look here from 2017 and then from the past few months, right? Price did try to went down, but the buyers are quite strong, which they try to hold. Price. You look from here, right? If you make a level here after price broke out, it tends to stay above this level, so it signifying strength. Okay, the strength of the buyers is quite strong as well in terms for the pound NZD. So we can take from the fact that price is moving up, but do not really use a trend line. For instance, I did share in my earlier videos, for trend line we just need 2 points. Okay, minimum 2 points, 1 point here, another second point here, and now we get a third point here, so it's quite strong. So but because trend lines can be very deceptive as well. Okay, you must use everything in confluence. Like trend line makes up how many percent of your strategy? Maybe 10%. Candlestick structure 10%. Momentum 10%. Support and resistance 10%. It's always a bit, okay? And when you got confluence in the market, confluence, that means that you have a lot of points that are telling you where you want to go. That means it's at a key level and it reject the key level 1 point. It has a bullish engulfing 2 point for buy, okay? And then you make a false break 3 points. So there's a lot of, well, as you get a lot of confluence, that is where your entry turns out to be a high probability signal, okay? A high probability trade, and you want to take all these quality trades, because there are a lot of, as I mentioned before in my post, is that just regard that the broker is the Apple trader, okay? They are selling out to you apples. There are a lot of rotten apples out there, but you do not want to take the rotten one. You want to take only the fresh quality ones. And to do that, you have to only find setups that meets your the quality one. You want to find high probability trades. Okay, so let's just take a look here. So I see why I want to look for a buy, because from the weekly I can see that it make a false break of last week. Okay, a false break. I initially did sell, you can see, but I did close earlier on because I can sense that the sell momentum is weakening. So now we have quite a confluence level. So I know that this is an inside bar breakout. This is the low, and so I will mark my levels, right? It's around here. This will be my level of interest come for next week, okay? Do not mark your levels too many, because you will be confused as to where. First, you must have an idea of where you want to enter. So my idea is around this level, and then if you take the lowest at this price as you go is here, okay? So this will be my two levels in terms of the weekly level, okay? Or like, if you look from a level point of view, right, a weekly level is more stronger than a daily level. A daily level is more stronger than the H4 level, which is the entry. Because my trading methodology is that my daily is my trend. My weekly, I only look at structure and momentum. Like for instance, now for Gbpnzd, right, the structure is moving up. Okay, the structure. In terms of the structure, you can see it's moving up. Price is moving away from the bottom. It's moving away from the bottom. Here, yes, it's a bit choppy. Went up and down without really significant direction. But the structure is up. The momentum right now, we can say that the sell momentum was initially strong here, but it becomes weak and inside bar. We have formed a key level here. And then we have a buy signal last week, which tells me that this there's a high probability that this pair wants to go higher. Okay, so after I identify my weekly setup, what I did, so we already checked with the structure and momentum for weekly, right? So let's look at the daily and see whether how it is. Okay. For the daily, right? Okay, if you guess, I do use moving average, but my moving average is on. Now my moving average is only applies on the daily. Okay. The reason why, because moving average, you just need to know, same as what I say, it's only 10% of your methodology. Okay, do not really bank into one strategy. You want to get more confluence before you enter any buy or sell. So for instance, in this case, my moving average is 250 simple moving average. Okay, 250. So this one is the 200 moving average. Okay, this one is the 200, and this one is the 50 moving average. Okay. So as like all moving averages, is that if price stay above 200, I'll be looking to go long. Okay, if price below the moving average of 250, that means I'll be looking more into a sell. So in this case, I'll be looking more into a buy, because there isn't any, the last time when this market crossover, right, is here. If the 50 cross over the 200 moving the average, and price went up and up. Okay, so and it never crossed ever since. Okay, it did went down, but it never crossed over. So in this case, is valid for a buy. So the daily closing prices. What is the daily closing prices tell us? Okay, the daily closing prices tells that for Friday there was quite, even though it was bullish, but the momentum is questionable. Okay, and how do I define momentum? Momentum is based on the body of a candle, okay, and their shadows. Okay, if you compare on Thursday, okay, for Thursday, this is a very strong momentum. Okay, this is a very strong momentum because price went up without much. I mean, there is not really much hesitation, or there's not much roadblocks that it faced. It went up very smoothly. But on Friday, we can see that it had trouble going up. It had trouble going up. That's why I see the body is very weak. So in this case, should you look for a sell? So upon knowing, as I say, I already identified that for my weekly is I'm only looking for a buy opportunity, right? So in this case, I will be expecting the market to go down, okay, in H4, which is my anti-time frame. Okay, if my anti-time frame is H4, I'll be not hoping, I'll be expecting actually the market go down, actually up to here and here, and I should wait for an entry signal. It can be a false break, of this level, or it can be a bearish a bullish engulfing form around here, and that will be my entry trigger for me to go long for this pair. Okay, so that is my gist of it for pound NZD. So for instance, right, if you see in my earlier videos, right, identification of a setup is that you must see some sort of a direction, a sense of direction. Like for instance, in this, I show you an example. Like in this case, okay, we have no direction. Okay, we have no example for in this case, but then suddenly market goes up here. Okay, that is a setup that we can take, because that means the setup is only to look for a buy. Okay, so identification of setup is very important. So you want to know why? You want to know where is the impulse wave right now. Because for now, we can see that the impulse wave is going up. You can see there's a very strong impulse wave around here. Okay, there's an even very strong impulse wave down here. There's an impulse wave down here. So it's more going towards the north side rather than going down. So we shall wait for some sort. If there is if you look at our anti-time frame, which is H4, look at this steep move here. This is the impulse wave here. Okay, this is called an impulse wave. An impulse wave, that means a very sharp and steep direction of prices. This is why is this happening is that in terms of the big players, there is someone out here with a lot of money that push this market up. So there is a big player around here. So we want to wait for it to retest around this level for us to re-enter into a buy setup. Okay, because the intensity, there is an impulse wave going up. And for instance, initially why I took a sell is because the impulse wave is going down. Okay, this is the impulse wave going down. Market goes flat around here, that's why, and then I'll see a false break over here, that's why I took a sell. Okay, but now the impulse wave is going up, and my weekly analysis is spotting that. So that is it for pound NZD. I'm looking for a buy around this level. Okay, so and that is it for my analysis for pound NZD next week. Okay, I don't really want to do too much on it, because at the end of the day, right, you want to wait until price action shows you where you want to go. Okay, like for now, the market has not opened, and even you want to buy right now, it's going to be buying at a high price. You want to buy when it's low. Okay, buy at a discounted price. Okay, buy at a discounted price. Don't buy at high, buy at low. Okay, we identify it's an uptrend that is going to go up. So if it's going to go up, we want to enter a buy when price is low. Okay, because some people may still want to sell this. So when the market goes down, it's not for us to look for a sell. When the market goes down, let it go down. We want to wait for an impulse move to go up, or if there's a false break around here, then we want to. When there's a false break over here, that is where we are getting ready to enter a buy. That is for pound NZD. Euro yen. Okay, let's look at Euro Yen. If you look into my earlier about a setup, right, I said that Euro Yen is going down. Right, Euro Yen is going down way back. I already know that it's going down. Okay, because why I identify that the setup is that there must, once price close below the previous latest high low, that is already signifying to me that we may see a trend change. Okay, I see there's a sharp uptrend here, right? But the moment price close below this higher low, it went up for a retrace and came back, doing retrace and go down. So there's a chance that it may just retrace around this level for next week. And as I say, I'm looking for a sell for Euro Yen, still looking for a sell for Euro Yen. Okay, for last week, if you look at the closing momentum, there's a lot of momentum to go down. Okay, the previous week market closed bearish engulfing. Okay, bearish engulfing. The high and the low, this is the high and this is the low, closed the previous candle before it. So this is a bearish engulfing. So it's no surprise that it went down last week. So I wouldn't be surprised as well if market did went lower next week. Until this level is my first taking profit position. Okay, if and then the next level should be around here. So we have to see around these two levels before we want to take any buy. Okay, I'm not taking for a buy right now. I'm just looking for a sell opportunity in this case for Euro Yen. Okay, a strong closing momentum and strong closing structure. I'm looking for a sell. So let us look for daily. Price is below the 200 and the 50 moving day average. Last Friday close was a very strong candle, bullish candle move. When we're looking for a sell, right, we only want to concentrate what happens here. You don't want to concentrate what happens here. You want to buy here or there. No, you are not looking at that because it doesn't make sense. Okay, we are going to buy each time market hits a support, you are going to get toast. Okay, maybe this one you get lucky, all right, but if you buy here, you get lucky only for a while, price goes down. Okay, you get lucky for a while, then price goes down. So the thing is, it all depends on where and how you see the direction. Like for instance, you need to have only one specific direction and entry that you want to make. Okay, do not change sides too often. So based on my higher time frame, what I see for my daily trend is down because why? Lower highs here, lower highs here, lower high and lower high. Lower high, lower lows has been seen on the daily. So we can see this market going even lower next week. So now if I'm seeing my H4, we can see that the momentum now is still strong, but the retrace is a bit higher. Okay, see this second candle here. This second candle closer is a bit more. This second candle close is a bit more stronger than the previous candle. So that is what telling me that it may want to retest up here to this level around here. So this will be an area where I'll be very interested for a sell. That will be my Euro Yen. So we have to see how the price action comes next week for Euro Yen. If it never goes up, then be it. I'm not going to enter any buy, enter any sell straight away, because as I say, I never like to enter a sell at low price. I like to sell at a high price. Okay, so I'll be looking for sell once it retraces up for Euro Yen. Euro Aussie, same old story. We'll go down to weekly. Okay, for the weekly close, what do we see here? Let me just shut off these levels first. Okay, for a weekly close, we see this is called, I call this a big buy momentum. Okay, if you see there a setup available for you, there is. Where is the latest higher low? This is the latest higher low, right? Price close below it. Yes, price close below it. And in this case, what is this? This is just a retracement. And retracement back to the previous support here. This is support level. Price could not penetrate. So there's a chance that price will go down further in the coming weeks, most probably until here or even lower. Simple as that. Okay. So let's see if there any setup for the daily. So we are same for Euro Aussie. I'm only looking for a sell. So if you look at in our moving average, right? Moving average price is below the 200 and the 50 moving average, but there isn't any sell momentum. Okay, there isn't any sell momentum right here, but there isn't any buy momentum as well. However, I'm looking for a sell, so I'm not even going to think about a buy. Price broke out after a long consolidation here. There's an impulse move down. Okay, so now we are looking for a possible retrace back to this level perhaps for next week to enter for a sell. Right? Because price is still moving up here, so there's a chance that it want to go higher. So it's okay, let it go higher because I'm still looking for a sell. So I expect it to go higher, so I'm just looking for a sell on this along this area along here. I'll be waiting for a bearish engulfing or perhaps a false break, or when the buy momentum start to weaken even more. Right? For now, it's not really advisable for us to enter a sell. Okay, because price is already went. See, there's the impulse move down, right? And this is called the low price already. This is where we wouldn't want to be caught in sell at this area. Okay, where there's rejection going on. We want to wait for a bit higher price. So you Aussie sell. NZD yen. NZD yen is also quite straightforward. It's in sell as well. Okay, for NZD yen, what do we see here for the weekly close? Does that look like a weak or does it look like a strong sell momentum to you? It looks like a strong sell momentum, right? Why do I say it's a strong sell momentum? Because the weekly close is more stronger than the previous week. So that is telling me that the sellers are totally in control of NZD yen. So I will just take the previous open, which is here, and the previous week high is here. So this will be my two levels for my weekly. Moving average, if you look at the moving average, price is below the 250 moving average. So sell opportunity is very much favored here rather than a buy opportunity. So we'll be looking for a pullback because if you compare the candles between these two candles, right? The Friday close candle, even though it's bearish, but it's more shorter than the previous one, which is telling me that momentum might be slowing down. We should see that in H4. Okay, let me delete all this. H4. Okay, you can see this. It's a very strong move here, and now this is where the sell momentum starts to weaken. So I should expect a retrace around here for us to enter a sell. That's all. Okay, I'm not going to. It's all. I mean, my entries and analogy are all simple. It's just I don't like to complicate things. Okay, AudCad, I took a sell, but I do a partial close, but I did a partial close, but there's still some around here because I'll just leave it first. I want to see what happens next week. It's going to be the same story as well. I'm looking for a sell based on the bearish engulfing close, and the structure is moving down. If you look at the daily, price is way below the 250 moving average, which supports our decision to actually sell. So price may actually retest this level here before going down for next week. Because if you look at H4, right, there is weak sell momentum here. Why? How do I identify a weak sell momentum? The body of a candle. I only look at H4, I don't look at anything below that. So the body is getting smaller, right? The body is getting smaller. So there isn't any sell momentum going down at the moment. So we should expect a retrace up, and then we'll look for a sell along here. That is for AudCad. All right, this is where I'm talking about my last trade. Identifying our setup. If you look at I did not see major pairs for the past few months, especially like Euro USD, Pound USD. Aussie USD because there is no setup available. A setup is I need to see an impulse wave. Okay, like for instance, last weekly close has given us the confluence that this market wants to go lower. Okay, we look at the daily. The first impulse wave is here. Okay, impulse wave going down, and then market starts consolidating between here. Okay, you start consolidating around here. So there isn't any setup that we can take, but now price has broken down below the previous support. So there is a setup that you can take. So in this case, we should only be interested on a sell because a decision has been made that this market wants to go even lower. It was a very strong close as well for Friday. So this is the level that I will be looking for market to retrace up. Okay, it may or may not retrace up, so we have to wait for how it is, but definitely I'm not going to sell after price has gone down. I want to wait until it went up to retest this level and then make a false break, and I will enter sell. That is for Euro USD and Aussie USD as well. If you look at the weekly, price reject, at the end of the day, this is called a bearish engulfing close on a weekly. Okay, he closes the candle closes the high and the low of the previous week. So this is a bearish engulfing setup in which the market will take a sell opportunity in which our taking profit should be okay. So that is a setup for a sell. So we should wait for price to retrace up around here, or maybe around here. So we have to see, because as I say, I want to wait for a pullback. So enter and look to sell at weakness, buy at strength. So in this case, we want to sell at the weakness of the buyers, and we are looking for a sell entry for this market to go even lower next week. Okay, for Aussie USD, Pound USD as well. Going to be the same story altogether. Okay, I'm going to take a sell. I don't think I want to elaborate more, as you guys get the gist of where I'm coming from. Okay, for Pound Canada, I'm still looking for a sell, but there's a false break on last Friday in which a false break tells me that the buyers are in, so I'm not going to take a buy, but I'm not going to take a sell first. I want to wait for a retest of this level or a retest of this level come next week before I enter any sell. Okay, so these are the two levels that I will be looking for a sell entry. Eurocad as well. I'm just looking for a sell as well for Eurocad. Okay, the price is still trending downwards, and last Friday close shows that yes, trend lower. So we should, but the sell momentum is weakening, so I expect it to retest this level before going down next week. You should see at H4 that the sell momentum is getting weak, so you should expect it to go up here, make a retest this level before going down. Alright, so that is it for this week. So let's just see how the price action this upcoming week. But do take note of the news before you enter any position. Did you try to enter after the news? Okay, do not enter before the news. Okay, so before I go, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for not disliking my videos. I mean, it's very appreciated. I very much appreciate that. Okay, I mean, like for you to view my videos, and I mean to really like them, and it's good. I mean, it's very good. I mean, I want to thank you all for viewing my videos and disliking them, and I hope that this setup will give you ideas about what's going to how is your trading setup going to be like next week. Okay, you need to know the direction. Once you know the direction, then that is where you can place your entries. Even when you place your entries, once you know the direction, right, is position sizing always plays a part. Okay, position sizing, do not put too much on one trade, because one trade can still, I mean, like, it's about making small positions. Okay, making small positions, but then getting pips achievements. I mean, getting 60 pips, 70 pips. 1 is 2 risk ratio, risk reward is always a good one. Okay, try to achieve that. All right, so I'll see you come the end of the week, or perhaps I'll try to put up some videos on Thursday or Friday once after kickoff, because every time when I see the market, like Monday to Friday, Monday is always not a good time to enter because usually it's counter trend, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is where the market picks up and where the dominant trend of that pair will appear on Wednesday onwards. So Monday, I don't really go and take a look for any trades, okay? Or are we on the alert usually from Tuesday onwards? So you might want to take, and every week the market operates in that same manner every week, okay? Monday is always counter trend, and then Wednesday, Thursday, the real trend comes. So don't be too excited about Monday move, okay? So that's it for me. Feel free to like my videos, leave a comment, and anything that you feel that I can elaborate on certain things like structure, momentum, or trend lines or anything, just let me know and I'll try my best. Okay, and I'll try my best to explain it in the most logical and simplest form. Okay, because simple is the best when you enter the market. The market is complicated. Let's not overcomplicate the matters. Okay, we need to trade it at a more simple approach. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye.